YouTube. Your boy is back once again with another dating and relationships video. Okay, so the subject today is plain and simple. Don't blame female nature. Don't blame female nature. Right here on YouTube, there's a whole red pill movement. There's a whole MGTOW movement. There's lots of guys on here talking about female nature. Yeah? Yeah? So, men encounter certain things with women. Yeah? Especially red pill women and, MGTOW and all these kind of other little movements. Right? And then some, not all, some men blame lots of things on female nature. Now, hear the key word in that phrase. Nature. Nature. Yes, so women have certain tendencies. Women are emotional more than men. Obviously, there are some women that are masculine and some men that are emotional, but generally, women are emotional. Yeah. Men have testosterone, women have estrogen and whatnot. Hormones. Yeah. Okay. Some women, there's a lot of women out there that dating and they're volatile. And like I like to say, volatile like cryptocurrency. Yeah. We know women do most of the breaking up. We know women are more likely to flake than men by far. Right? We know women want to date up. They want to date a guy that they see as higher value as them. And I can go on and on. The list is on. The list can go on. Yeah? A woman can be see a guy as a, tough, strong guy, big social status, dying to be with him, and then they get into a relationship and he starts displaying some kind of weakness. But only because he's truly in love. And let's say he don't know about female nature. And all he wants to do is spend lots of time with his girlfriend. Cuddle up, he's not seeing his friends often. His social life reduces because he wants to spend time with his new girlfriend. She's so nice. She's so beautiful. He thinks he's doing the right thing. But then that makes her go off him. That's not with all situations, but it happens a lot of the time. There's no mystery. There's no surprises. Everything's routine. Women like uncertainty. Subconsciously, whether they know it or not. But what I'm saying to you guys here is, regardless of female nature, now, regardless how difficult it is in the dating game for you, because it's not difficult for everyone. Some men have a really hard time with women. Some men find it easy. But listen, female nature is female nature. Get that part of the phrase, nature. That's how the Most High Lord God, Allah, or whoever you pray to, that's how God made women. It's nature. As they say, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Trying to put on the US accent for all my US listeners out there. But it is what it is, isn't it? Right? So like, for example, some guys have more successful females than others. Some guys it's because of their natural confidence. Some guys it's because what they were gifted naturally with good looks, taller than 6 foot. Some men it might be because of their wealth, the wealth that they built themselves. or it could be the wealth that they inherited from their family. Yeah? Do you understand? So different men, yeah, have different experiences with females. Yeah? And then women's nature is their nature, innit? So if you're having a tough time with females, right? Don't be blaming it on, oh, female nature. Oh, it's because I don't look as good as that guy, or I ain't got as, my shit ain't together like that. His father's rich, and that's why he gets on the woman, because he's driving around with a Porsche and a Lamborghini, and he didn't buy it. Yeah, that's the equivalent to blaming female nature. Let's say, for example, I like my metaphors. Let's say Usain Bolt in his prime, busting up the place. 100-meter title, 100-meter record, 200-meter title, 200-meter record, relay title, relay record. When was it? 2017. I think Justin Gatlin finally beat Usain Bolt in a race. I think that was the first time I beat him, and I think it was the only time. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Let's say Justin Gatlin. So some men ain't confident with women. They blame female nature. The whole MGTOW and Red Pill movement is out there to help men, but some men get too caught up in the whole blaming. And do you understand? Let's say if Justin Gatlin said, you know what, Usain Bolt is too good for me. Or let's say Usain Bolt's height helps him to win races. That's why he wins. It's not fair. If Justin Gatlin had that mindset, do you think he would have got to the stage where he beat Usain Bolt? Do you catch my drift now? Do you see where I'm getting with this? Do you see where I'm getting with this? If you blame female nature for your failures with women, then you're never gonna get to the next stage. Whether you're there with, you can only conquer the 6s and the 7s. How are you gonna get to a stage where you're conquering the 8s and the 9s and the 9s out of 10s if you're just sitting there blaming female nature? Watching bare MGTOW videos, all Red Pill videos, or any other videos talking about the dating and relationship game where people like me are here on YouTube talking about this stuff, and you're like, yeah, it's because of that, it's because of that. That's why women do this, that's why women do that. The point I'm trying to get across is female nature, right? Yes, be aware of it, but no, don't blame it for your failures. Because the key word, as I said, in the phrase female nature is nature. It is what it is. That's how they are. What are you going to do about it? Do you get that? Obviously, no man can get to a stage in life where he can get any female he wants. The most handsome guy can't get any female he wants. The richest guy can't get any female he wants. Like, unless a man could control people's minds, no man's ever going to get to a place where he can get any female he wants. Because believe it or not every woman is going to care if you're a billionaire. Not every woman. Despite this, you can dramatically increase the quantity of women you get and the quality of women you get if you focus on yourself, if you focus on solutions. not just blaming female nature. Yeah? Yeah? You get my point. You get my point. So yes, learn about female nature. Be aware of female nature. Imagine I'm in a job now, right? And I want to get a promotion. And my colleague gets a promotion. And I blame it on the fact that, or my perception that, oh, my manager only promoted my female colleague because he wants to sleep with her. I know he wants to sleep with her. I ain't got no chance against these females that my manager wants to sleep with. I'm heterosexual, he's heterosexual, he don't want to sleep with me. But because them girls are sexy, that's why he promotes them. I ain't got no chance. Alternatively, I might perceive my manager to be racist. Whether it's in actual fact or perception. And say, oh, he ain't going to promote the black people. He's just going to promote the white guy. Whether that's true or not, me blaming my lack of success on something that's actual or perceived is going to instill that defeatist mindset. Or even, okay, forget the race thing. Let's say, for example, Jim gets the job over me. And Jim, you know, he normally goes for drinks with the manager on a Friday after work, and I don't do that. Yes, that's probably going to instill some unconscious bias in the manager's mind when it comes to choosing who he wants to promote out of me and Jim. But if I'm going to sit here and say, beforehand, yeah, this is the reason why I'm not going to get it, I'm instilling a defeatist mindset in myself. If he promotes Jim and I say it after, I'm installing the defeatist mindset for myself for future promotions. Because the next guy that is cool in there with a manager, and let's say I'm a guy that don't believe in us licking, don't believe in the beg friend. That's a totally different subject, because, you know, getting on with people and begging friend or being an us licker, there's differences. But let's just say I don't like that with a manager, innit? Then again, the next time, okay, there's an opportunity for promotion, and the next new guy that's all friend up with the manager, I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to be stuck in my position. If you blame your failures on female nature, you're going to be stuck in the same position. And I'm talking about all levels of guys, yeah? You could be at the level where you're sleeping with women that are on average 5 out of 10 and you sleep with 2 women a year. Or you could be the guy that sleeps with 2 women a month and on average you sleep with 8 out of 10s. Or maybe you sleep with 8 out of 10s on average and you sleep with 4 women a month. And if that's not enough for you and you want to progress to the next level, you say, look, listen, we're actually 4 different women a month. For the majority of you guys out there, you'll be cool with that. You'll be cool with that. But you get my drift, innit? Let's go back to the original example. Let's say the woman you're sleeping with, let's say you're not a relationship guy, you just want to sleep with women, but you're only sleeping with about 2 different women a year. And on average, to the general guy, obviously beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but to the average guy, or to you, should I say, you see them as a 5 out of 10, but you can't get more than 2 girls a year, and you can't get higher than a 5 out of 10. And you're blaming that on female nature. These girls are messing about, man. You know, all these beautiful girls. What's that tune? Sean Kingston. I think, beautiful girls, that's why it will never work. You got me suicidal. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to go on X Factor. I can't sing. But listen, yeah. That song is almost talking about what I'm talking about. I should have started that off in the intro, but I'm not. But you know me, I don't start videos again, just raw, straight, no editing, front to start. But listen, if you've made it this far to the video, That tune by Sean Kingston is actually talking about what I'm talking about. Literally, that's popped into my mind now. You're so beautiful, girl. That's why it will never work. You're so beautiful, girl. That's why it will never work. So you're saying female nature, the beautiful ones, yeah, are never gonna get with a guy that looks like me. She's too beautiful. It's nature that beautiful girls, yeah, are gonna only want the top guy. I'm never gonna get her. So it's never gonna work. Do you understand? What if Buster Douglas in 1990, sorry for all you young guys that don't know what I'm talking about, but if Buster Douglas in 1990 went into that fight with Mike Tyson and said, all them 1 round knockouts that Tyson does, I'm never gonna win. You know what? Let me pick up my check. When he clips me on my jaw and I go down, I'm gonna stay down. If he fought like that, do you think he would ever win? Now, obviously, you can have your opinion on Buster Douglas or whatever. They never got to do the rematch. You know, Tyson eventually went to jail. Obviously, Mike Tyson had a way better career than Buster Douglas. Like by far, it's not even a conversation. But that particular day in 1990 in Tokyo, I think the fight was. Yeah, I know Buster Douglas' mum passed away, and you know he's probably had a what have I got to lose kind of attitude, whatever. And he actually did go down in the fight. There's controversy about how many seconds it was, but this is not about boxing. Let's get straight to the point. Listen, gents, the summary is: do not blame female nature for your failures with women. Otherwise, you're going to install a defeatist mindset in your mind and you will never get past that mark that you don't get by. You will never get them girls that you tell yourself, I'll never get them. I love that. Whether you have the confidence to chat to them or not, if you've got that mindset, you won't get them. Do you get that? Like, if you think about all the major sports players, like, the Usain Bolts, the Muhammad Ali's, yeah, the Pelés, the Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan. You know those people ain't going into their profession and saying, nah, I can't do this. You know they've got the belief, even when they lose. So gentlemen, I know I've been blabbering on. Gentlemen, do not blame female nature, because remember, the key part to that phrase is nature. It is what it is. You deal with it. You learn about female nature to be aware of it. Just like you know, let's say in a political like a presidential campaign, you learn about what the other person's doing. Yeah. In boxing, you know, you watch videos of the other person fighting. Learn about female nature, yes. But listen, don't blame female nature for your mishaps. Listen, it's your fault, but it's fine. Learn from it. Look at what you need to improve. Obviously, if you watch my videos, you know it's all about improve. Life is not just with women. Life is all about growth. Look, I'm knocking my own out. I should do a compilation on the funniest parts of my videos, innit? I'll do that one day. Listen, but seriously, you need to stop blaming female nature, and you need to look at yourself and how you can improve yourself, whether it's the way you look, your game, etc. Gents, stop blaming female nature and come on, let's get these bad chicks that we want. Let's get these bad chicks, man. Let's get these bad chicks. Anyway, I'm putting on accents again, so I think it's time for me to go. But please, don't blame female nature.